What's up, guys? Welcome back. I know it's been a little while since I've been making videos about cars. November and December, two of the busiest months of the year for me for work, so obviously I don't have a lot of time to get outside. Now that it's slowed down, back into January, I have a little bit of opportunity to get some work done. I've made a couple decisions. First decision I've made is to sell the GSR. I had been working the last 2 weeks. I ended up pulling out the motor and I installed a JDM B20 with an LS trans. Also put on a new exity clutch and OEM rear main seal. Finally finished buttoning it up today, and I sold it to one of my closest friends. His name's Jaime. He's been on the channel a couple times. That way it's still in the family. He's the one that really wanted a clean version of an Integra. So that thing is moving on from the family. I have also made the decision to start putting this car back to stock. My track car out here that I've had sitting since August of 2019, I have neglected it for far too long. I miss it. It's the car I've always wanted to keep building on, and I just hadn't had time. So we're going to pull everything from this car. We're going to put it back to a stock model. I picked up an engine and transmission from a friend locally. Little EF D15B multi-point. We're going to take out the supercharged engine, and we're going to use this power plant for my hatch outside. And then we're going to sell this car, so it's one less car to keep. And just for future reference on the channel, I am going to continue working on and keeping the Y49, the R, and of course my green, Tahitian green hatch. And then we're going to keep the CRX and the hatchback, the 90 SI. And then we're going to keep the sedan. This is just a parts car. So those are the 6 cars that I intend on keeping. 3 pretty cars, 2 track cars, and the EF sedan just as a cruiser alongside some of my other dailies. And so the whole reason for me doing this is just a matter of time. I don't have as much as I used to have when I made a lot more videos on the channel, and I wanted to alleviate just some of these projects because it's a pain to be working on as many projects as I have, like this car. And I spent some time on the GSR last year that I could have used on something else. So this engine has ran great. I think I took it to the track 3 times last year, and it was a ton of fun. It's not super fast, but it is a riot to drive. I think it'd be cool just to get that car running again, and then, I have the perfect motor for it. So with the supercharger, it would be similarly competitive to what it was. I'm not trying to do anything badass. I just want to go out there and have fun with a car that I love, and that car is the one that I will continue working on. This car has been great, though. Like, I got this from a guy in Silver City, New Mexico, and I'm glad I was able to kind of bring it back to life. But I do plan on installing that engine and selling it to someone who can use it as whatever they want to use. I'm going to put the carpet back in, like this car that I have outside. Picked up from a friend locally, and you can see it has the carpet in there still, a lot of panels. I still have some other panels from a car I pulled apart. If you're curious, this car doesn't have anything for the front end, but I'm going to take the wiring harness, a couple other random things. This car had a lot of rust issues there, and on top, that's why the owner decided to get rid of it. So I'm going to use whatever I have there. I have a bunch of stock suspension to put onto the supercharged hatch. That way it is going to be completely stock for anyone who may buy it off of me, and you're watching this video. I will start working on it soon. If you're interested, you can let me know. Potentially have something worked out. I plan on having this finished within the next, I say, month or so, because the goal is just pull everything and then reinstall everything. I'm not going to start putting these parts onto other cars yet. I'm just going to set everything aside and get this car out of here, and hopefully just create more space. And so, for obvious reasons of selling the Integra and going to sell the hatch, I needed money to pick up a new vehicle. I wanted something. I needed a truck. I wanted a truck, and I've been wanting one for a while, but I finally made an effort to actually be looking for I've been looking for the last like 2 or 3 months. Test drove a handful of different trucks. Kind of wanted a Tundra. I wanted either white or silver because it's so hot where I live, and this ended up popping up from one day to the next, and I love it. Really cool truck. '05, only 149,000 miles. Leather interior. It's actually really comfy, and this will do everything that I need. I don't plan on towing anything larger than the Civics, and I want to buy a trailer next, so selling those 2 vehicles and whatever parts I may keep or sell really will help make ends meet, and plus just having less to work on. I really want to focus on the CRX and the hatch a little more. The EG, if you're curious, that's a friend's car. We're just putting it here for the moment, and it was just time to do so. The whole saying less is more kind of is ringing true this year. I think I just got a little excited once I ended up getting the room here. It was so easy to pick up parts cars, pick up extra cars, and I always seem to make a lot of extra money off of them, but now it's not necessarily what I need. I just want the time to be able to use it and focus more on just a couple models. So hopefully I can get some more content soon. I'll probably even have, I like Toyotas. I had that old pickup truck, if you guys followed me in the past, that 94, where I did a handful of things. If there's things that need to be fixed or replaced or upgraded, I may actually add those into the channel also if you guys are curious on watching. But that's the next edition, and now I'm just hoping to find a trailer within the next month or so. But thanks for hanging out today, guys. Want to give you a quick update what I'm working on the channel. And here's some of my mess from I cut a blue hatch up just a little while ago. Have all the extra bumpers, the parts, and a lot of these parts I'm going to use first on Jackson when I'll just sell it. I have the engine for the sedan. That's another goal, is to get that sedan running this year. I've been poking on it, and just some other engines that I'm going to keep here for the meantime. But I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully we'll get some content on something I'm working on. I think I'm going to start recording this car today and try to get back to its original shape. Take it easy, guys.